TGIF, everybody. TGIF. Now, I'm not sure. What does this do again? Okay, wait. No, that's wrong. Okay. TGIF, everybody. Now, if the flag is backwards, I'm sorry, because I'm having trouble like the mirroring and the reversing. So, anyway, I'll be right back. I just wanted to get something. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. I know there's nobody there. It's okay. I'm just going live right now, and I'm getting a little bit of a late start with my day. But TGIF, I'm sorry that, let's see, maybe I can not have my glasses on, but the light is really bright in here. So I'm pretty sure this is going to start up. But how you doing? Hey, it's Friday, TGIF. I know it's March, what is it, 20th? Is that right? March 20th, Friday, March 20th. I'm here to talk about a lot of things. I'm a proud American, but I'm not proud of what's going on right now around the world with the American. I always support the American military, of course, but I do not support this president. I do not support what he's doing. I think he's doing wrong things, and I don't like what he's doing, okay? I support all of the amendments to the Constitution. I don't pick and choose which ones I want. I don't pick one and say, I don't really want that other one. I pick everything, okay? I like all the parts of the Constitution. Actually, I have something that's really cool that I got. And I wanted to share it with you guys. Hang on a second. I got this to actually share with you guys. But I actually went and I actually went and bought this whole thing about the Constitution. It's like a study guide, I guess, for students, but it's laminated, and they have it at it's called Quick Study. They have it actually at Staples. I found it, and I'm a historian. I have a degree in history from New York University, and I'm working towards my master's degree right now. But here you go. Like, it has everything broken out. See, it has the whole Constitution. It has all the articles of the Constitution and everything, so you can easily go through it. And hey, how's it going? And basically, you can go through it and see all the different parts of the Constitution, and you can learn about it. And instead of just saying, oh, you like this amendment or that amendment, you can actually go and learn about all of them, because they all apply to everybody. The funny thing is that you might not understand is they apply to everybody, even if they're not an American citizen. If there are people here in our country and they're not American citizens, the Constitution still applies to everybody who's on American soil, whether they're a citizen or not. That's just the fact, Jack. Anyway, so it's if you hear other things, it's not true. Other things than that. But it's only like, I think it was like $10, $9. It's great. It's at Staples. It's called Quick Study. You can probably find it online, but it gets into the details. So my name is Damon. I'm a proud dad of 3 kids. And I started doing digital marketing, digital products about 2 years ago. And I want to share it with people because, it really helped me out a lot. Okay. Being able to build up extra income on the side after I left my corporate career really, helped me a lot, because having money coming in just, like whenever it comes in, just unexpectedly, because you got several digital products that are on your own website. And whenever anyone buys any of those digital products, guess what? You get all the money, because they're your products. You developed them, or they're products that you bought the rights. Like you bought a franchise, like you went out and got a McDonald's franchise or Starbucks franchise. You can do that with digital marketing, digital products. You can buy what's called master resale rights. There's also, I think, private resale rights, but I'm more familiar with master resale rights. And you can buy that. You can buy them from people that have them to sell and have their rights to products to sell them, and you can get those. And they're not hard to get. You can get them, and there's good stuff and bad stuff. City boy, yeah, what's going on? I'm the only one. Yeah, you were the only one in for a minute. I guess you're gone now, Jude Rincon. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, this is like my 3rd live on here. I usually used to go TikTok. So what happens is, as you go on more and more, they send you more people. So, and if you guys interact at all and you make comments, that's good, because then they'll send more people. So any kind of interaction that you do, they'll send more people. But like, I am working on my channel here, and I've got like 250 people now, and I want to get to 500, then 1,000. That's my goal. And you build up a little bit at a time. That's how you do it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm building up a little bit at a time. So yeah, there's just one person, or there's 2 people or 5 people, and I only have 250 people that subscribe to me because, yeah, I'm just a guy that does this like a little bit on the side. I do a little bit here, a little bit there, but I do know what I'm talking about history and about especially military history, and that's what my degree is in. And I've studied it my whole life, political, poli sci, geopolitics. Unlike some people that are actually running our government right now. Hang on a second, I gotta plug this laptop in. Let's see, maybe I can plug it in over here. I don't know. But I'll be right back. Hang on a second. Whatever. TGIF. I'm really talking about all kinds of stuff, but mainly I'm talking how to make money online. And if you don't want to talk about that, it's not something that you're interested in, then yeah, you should probably take off. But if you're interested in that, I'm not here talking about how, people see the American flag. I love America. I love the Constitution. I love our country. But I do not love what's going on right now, okay? I am a supporter of all the amendments of the Constitution. I don't pick and choose which ones I support. I don't pick and choose one amendment or the other amendment. And I don't tell people who is the Constitution. Applies to everybody, not just this group or that group, not just the citizens or the people that have been here 200 years or new immigrants or whoever. The Constitution applies to everyone, even when they're in the airport and they're just translating through the U.S. somehow, going to another country or whatever, changing planes. The Constitution applies to them. It applies to everybody who's in the United States. And whether you're at an airport or you're even like in an embassy or any place that's American soil, the Constitution applies to you. Doesn't matter if you're a citizen or not. And that's the funny thing I always hear about that. People, now Iran was nowhere close to getting a nuke. It was totally against their religious thing. They're governed by their mullahs and the religious. It's totally against their whole society. The governing people, the religious guys, the mullahs. They had a whole thing. It's called a fatwa. It's like an order. It's like a religious order, which was against them developing a nuke. We're right now fighting a war for Israel. The greatest con man in the world was conned by another con man. Netanyahu is a much better con man than Trump. And so Netanyahu, who is a war criminal, who's been indicted by the World Court for war crimes, guess what? He conned a con man. He conned Trump. Trump is a con man. And Netanyahu is a better con man. And he conned Trump into attacking Iran. And so Trump is a pawn right now. And it's very sad because anybody's children who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, I feel very, very bad for them. I don't think Iran was anywhere close. Didn't we just bomb them with bunker-busting bombs from the B-2 bomber? Remember that? Like in June or July? Didn't we already do that? Didn't he say that they weren't a threat anymore? Isn't that what he said? I just got to move some of this stuff around. So hang on. I think that's what he said. I thought that he said that he got them with the bunker-busting bombs from the B-2 bomber. But, he lies about everything. So maybe he was lying about that too. I don't even know. I can't keep track of all of his lies. He lies so much that it's really, really hard to keep track of all the lies. Because Trump lies every day. Almost everything he says is a lie. So that's how it is. That's the president that we have right now. Almost every single thing that he says is a lie. I'm not going to debate it with anybody. I'm not really here to talk politics. I'm just addressing the fact that I have an American flag here, and because of that, people, I think, sometimes get the wrong idea. I am not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I'm an independent. I left the Democratic Party about 10 years ago. I'm an independent. I vote for the best candidate, period. Doesn't matter. I'm voting for, if I lived in Maine right now, I'd be voting for the guy who's the independent candidate for senator. He's a great, great candidate. He'll be a great senator from Maine. Right, We the People. I mean, the thing is right, the people that get the thing in the forearm, the We the People, they're all jokers. I mean, come on. Their whole thing is the Second Amendment is only for their group. The Second Amendment is only for their group. It's not for everybody. That's what they're wrong, is that the Constitution, you see, applies to everybody. The Constitution of the United States applies to every citizen, and guess what? Every immigrant and every non-citizen, everybody who's here on the soil, even tourists. The Constitution applies to them, to everybody. That's the thing about it, is that they don't understand that. The Reds don't understand that. Now, I'm trying not to get political here, but the Reds think that the Constitution only belongs to them. They think it only belongs to them. So anyway, I'm not here to talk about that though, but I got to address it because I have the American flag up. People get the wrong idea. They get the wrong idea. They think I'm MAGAT. Anyway, right, it's being stomped on, and the Supreme Court is allowing it because there was a 35-year plan. It's called the Heritage Society. They planned 35, 40 years ago to take over the Supreme Court, and they were able to do it. A lot of money, billions of dollars. It was the Coors family, it was the Walmart family, and it was the Uline family. They all got together, they had a plan, and Justice Roberts was their first recruit. Chief Justice Roberts right now was their first recruit for their whole plan to take over the Supreme Court with right-wing people. And they did it. They did it. They accomplished their goal. So they got all these things like unlimited money. Citizens United is unlimited money in politics. So the rich people are able to buy elections. That was one of their big decisions. It's called Citizens United. That's got to be overturned, okay? And then the whole Roe v. Wade thing, that'll be overturned. Everything they're doing is going to be overturned. Everything they're doing, okay? And all we have to do is the people have to vote. Everybody's got to get out and vote. Everybody that you know who's against what's going on, they got to get out and vote. If you need to sign people up to vote, go. Help people sign up to vote. If you need to give people rides to vote, go. But we got to do it now. We can't be waiting until, October to be talking about that. We got to talk about that right now. Spread the word. No Kings 3 is on the 20th. It's the last weekend. It's not this weekend, next weekend. Look it up. Go to your local No Kings. Hang on 1 second, everybody. Hang on, everybody. Hang on, everybody. Sorry, I had to go check my front door. I thought there was somebody there. I'm expecting a couple deliveries because usually I go live on TT, right? TT. In my community, we're all taught to go live over there and post over there. But that's gotten so messed up over there that I really don't want to. I don't want to go live anymore over there because I got to watch every little word I literally say over there. I can't stand it. I can't stand it anymore. I'm on there anymore. So I'm building up my channel here. If you guys want to follow me, subscribe, I'd love it. Go subscribe to my channel when you get a chance. I do like a combination of kind of content. I do travel content around New England and other places. I mix that with like history and little tidbits of history, historical stuff, travel history, and yes, learning about digital products and digital marketing. Okay? Digital products and digital marketing, because with what's going on with AI taking over it, there's a wave, right? Of not only AI taking stuff over and AI going crazy, but there's also a wave of individual people able to make money at home from anywhere in the world with just their cell phone, their Wi-Fi, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, and a positive attitude. And that's all you need to start learning how to make money online. And whether it's with my community or a different community, it doesn't really matter as long as you get started. Now, I'll tell you that my community is probably among the best communities, if not literally the best community out there, because it's so supportive, okay? It's so supportive. Everyone is so supportive of this community, okay? And inside the community, everybody supports each other. Now, everybody might not have the same different views on religions and politics, but we don't really talk about that in the community. It's one of the great things about it. And the one other thing about it is about 75% women, 80% women. Now, if women were in charge of every government, guess what? All wars would end. If women were leading every government around the world, all wars would end. War would be over. And that's what we should start thinking about. That maybe the women should be running things, because if the women are running things, guess what? No more wars. No more wars, okay? Now, I don't know why we need to spend so much money on our defense budget and everything. It's crazy. This $200 billion they're asking for now for this war, it's insane. Because you know what they're going to use? A lot of that money for other little wars, other little things they're going to do. You know that's what's going to happen. Anyway, I think we need to really think about, our future of our country, what we want it to be. If we want this to continue, if that's what people vote for, they voted for this knucklehead. So a convicted felon who's a rapist, they voted for him. What are you going to do? Our system, that's how it is. 4 years, he's in for 4 years. We probably have to put up a mechanism in the Constitution that there can be a recall. Get 8 million people to sign a petition, there's going to be a recall election. They have that in a lot of other countries, a lot of other democracies, because they need to have a mechanism to get rid of somebody who's insane. Anyway, so we don't really have that here. It's one of one of the problems that we have. We also, apparently, a convicted felon can run a rapist, and a convicted felon can run for office. I couldn't know that was possible. Anyway, I'm here. I'm here on the Proud Dad of 3 Grown Adults. I am into digital marketing. I started getting involved in digital in terms of marketing and advertising on a national basis with ad agencies and everything like that. Back, believe it or not, 1998, 28 years ago. No, it's not rigged. It's not rigged because you see the states, it's like 50 individual elections. So that's the brilliant thing about the Electoral College and the founders was that made it so they can't rig it because it's 50 different individual elections. So even if you could get 1 or 2 states, it doesn't matter because it's 50. Okay, and now with the ballots they have, it's just like a multiple choice, and then they put it in. It's paper and it's red. It's really virtually impossible to rig it because it's 50 individual elections. Now, what they want to do is they want to change it to one big general election. That would be easy to rig. Okay, but the way it's set up right now, we got 50 individually, differently run elections in 50 different states, and each state decides how they're going to run their elections, okay? And that makes it very, very hard to have any kind of rigging. They investigated it forever last time because a certain person kept saying that. And they investigated and investigated and investigated it, and guess what they found? They found there was virtually no fraud, virtually none. They found like 3 people that, you know who they were? They were all Republicans. And they all voted voted again for their dead mother or shit like that. Their mother had just died or something, and they voted again. Okay, so whatever. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. It's hard to believe that 77 million people voted for the guy, but you know what? It's unfortunate, but they did. Anyway, but the bottom line is, I really don't want to talk politics. I want to talk about digital marketing. You know, maybe I should get rid of that flag because it just fires people up too much. But I want to talk about digital marketing. I don't want to talk about politics, honestly. I'm here to talk about digital marketing, so I should probably just end this live, but it's okay. This live is about this, and it's okay. If they send me some more people, maybe I'll keep going. I'm going to change my hat out, so that way at least we can talk about the Yankees, if you want, or how bad the Yankees are. How about that? We can talk about how bad the Yankees are. Yeah, the Yankees are terrible. Okay, I'm not going to debate you on that. Okay, but check it out. Yes, I'm a proud American. I believe in the Second Amendment, but I'm not a red. I'm a blue. I'm an independent and a blue. I'm not a red. Okay, I'm not a red. Right here, U.S. Constitution applies to everybody in the United States, not just citizens. Applies to visitors, tourists, everybody. The rights and the guards, the protections. You have to be charged with a crime. You have to be brought before a judge. All that stuff protects everybody in the United States, not just citizens. Everybody who's here. Okay, that's a fact. So I'm here. I'm a Yankee fan. I've been born 12 miles from Yankee Stadium. I love the Yankees. Okay, whether they're bad or they're terrible or good or whatever, I still love the Yankees no matter what. I don't like their management right now because they've been making a lot of bad mistakes. They're terrible. They have no pitching for years. I don't understand they can still have no pitching year after year after year, have no pitching. It doesn't make any sense to me that they don't seem to understand this, that they need to have 4 or 5 good, solid starters to have any chance of winning anything, okay? So I don't get it. But anyway, I digress. It's 2 o'clock now. I got to get going. I just wanted to mention one quick thing that if you're over 50 or if you're over 55, even if you're 45, 40, 35, and you're got laid off and you're looking for a job and you can't find a job, because you can't look for a job 8 hours a day, why not take 2 or 3 hours a day and start learning and getting the skills of digital marketing? Come into our training program. Our training program is right up here. You can get the free blueprint, how to make 10K in 30 days. It's right in my bio. You can click on my damonsdailypay.com, damonsdailypay.com, DAMONS, dailypay.com. Go there, drop your email. You'll get the freebie blueprint, okay, 6-figure blueprint, whatever you want to call it, how to make 10K in 30 days. That's free, okay? And then you'll be able to get access and see what's available about how you can get master resale rights. You pay one time less than $1,000. You got your own global, fully almost 95% automated digital business where people can find you and buy from you in the middle of the night from all over the world. And you get to keep all the money. So we get 4 products, okay? If you get the 900 on the payment plan, you can get it right here in my bio. The links are in there. 900 on payment plan, then there's another $78 for your GoDaddy website address that you're going to get for yourself, like mine's damonsdailypay.com. You can make up Joe's, Future, Digital Future, Joe's Money Machine, whatever you want, okay? But you go to GoDaddy, you get your professional email. And then there's an admin fee, okay? All that together is like another $78. For the month of March, I'm picking up your admin fee. I'm gonna refund that to you. It's called March Madness Special that I'm offering, okay? And you'll get that $39 back in Venmo or Zelle after you pick a payment planning, pick a product level. So 900, okay? 900, you get all four. 900, you get 900, 600, 300, 100. All those four digital products, anyone buys any one of those from you, you get all the money, okay? Through Square, PayPal, however you set it up. But you get your own website. You get an old website that the company developed that costs millions of dollars. You get your own 24/7 money machine. That's global, okay? And then you learn the skills and then train program how to promote it across different social media platforms. Most people start out with TikTok. Then they maybe come over to here, YouTube or Instagram, Facebook. We learn across all of them. Okay, in our training program, we get like 8-9 mentoring calls a week, and then I'm at your disposal whenever you want to talk to me because I'll be your mentor if you come with me. And guess what? You just pay one time. That's it. You can do it on payment plan. After that, there's no monthly fees, and every time you sell something, you get all the money. Whenever you ever heard of this, every time you sell something, you keep all the money. I never heard of it till I got in here. I start with the 300 levels, so I could do 300, 100. I sold a couple of those, and then I upgraded. Okay, it's easy. It's easy. You do content. You spend a half hour. It's 2-hour day workday system. Half hour doing content. 3 pieces of content. You post those. Then you go live for maybe like an hour every day. And then you also do some admin work, checking your email, stuff like that. Going into our school community. Got to go in there every day, see what's going on. 2-hour workday. It's very, very simple. And then you start doing your content, building it up. People find you. They find your link. Oh, what's this? They go there. They check it out. Like right up here in my bio and on here are my links. Go there, subscribe, check out the links. Go, drop your email, damonsdailypay.com. Drop your email in there. You get the free digital guide, 6-figure blueprint, 10K in 30 days. Go there and get it. It's free. Okay. Then you'll get you can see all the testimonials. Go to damonsdailypay.com/ready. That's where you can see all the testimonials. That's where you can get, find out all the different levels you can buy. You can do 900 as a top seller. Okay, but when you scroll all the way down by the Legacy Builder certification badge, scroll all the way down, damonsdailypay.com/ready, that link, scroll all the way down, okay? At the bottom, past Legacy Builder certification thing, badge, big badge, you'll see the vertical buttons. So you got the 600, 300, and 100. These are lower level cost options. You can do any of them on a payment plan, okay? If you're in the United States, only if you're in the United States. People outside the US, they usually start with the 100 level. And then they work their way up. Get a few customers, a few friends, family, a few customers on Facebook, whatever, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You work your way up, get a few customers. Then you go to maybe the 300 or the 600. And then you go to the 900. We actually even have a 1400 level as a top level now because we added a whole Spanish side of the house. So that's the 1400 level. I'm not even there yet because I'm still mastering this. So you go and you master different levels, you master your messaging and what you're doing, and you do it over time. You do it 2 hours a day. You got to be consistent, you got to be coachable, you got to be committed. Those are the 3 C's. Anyway, if you're those things, you can do this. You just need 2 hours a day. You need a cell phone or Wi-Fi, a laptop, whatever, and you need to be coachable, and you got 2 hours a day, and you can do this, right? So my name's Damon. I'll coach you for the month of March, okay, 2026, until the end of the month of March. I'm doing March Madness, okay, the basketball just started, that you get refunded the $39 admin fee. I'll give it back to you. You get it back in a Venmo or Zelle from me, all right? And then you're also going to get 2 weeks of mentoring with me one-on-one for half an hour a day, 15 minutes to half an hour a day, 10 work days, so 2 weeks of that free. Okay, I charge $300 a month for that. So you get it free. So check it out. Go to my bio, hit the links. Okay, I got to go eat some lunch. Okay, bye.